And the G20 Summit has come at a good time for President Yoon Suk Yeol, as South Korea is seeking as much support as possible for Busan's bid to host the World Expo 2030. Seoul's top office says that's one of the primary reasons bilateral meetings with world leaders will take place. Our Kim Do-yeon with the details.
With just 2 months to go until the vote to decide the host of the World Expo 2030, President Yoon Suk Yeol is utilizing his multilateral summit visit to gain support for Busan's bid. According to the top office, by the end of this week, when he has wrapped up both the ASEAN and G20 summits, he will have met with more than 20 leaders from around the world.
President Yoon, during this multilateral summit, will have a number of one-on-one meetings. He will talk about the Busan Expo, which will focus on solutions to the crises the world faces today, while talking about strengthening bilateral cooperations.
At the G20 specifically, on the first day of the summit on Saturday, he is set to meet with 10 leaders. This includes his Argentinian counterpart Alberto Fernandez, who the top office called, quote, a traditionally friendly partner, as well as Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, twice in a one-on-one meeting and during a MICTA meeting between Mexico, Indonesia, South Korea, Turkey, and Australia.
Turkey and South Korea will share how Turkey can be a catalyst for South Korea's cooperation with NATO. This year also marks the 10th anniversary of the two nations' free trade agreement.
What also stands out is that of the 10 meetings on Saturday, 3 are with African leaders from Nigeria, Mauritius, and Comoros. At the Bureau Internacional des Expositions, Africa has the second largest number of votes after Europe. With around 50 of the 179 members' votes coming from the continent, gaining support from these nations can help win other African nations' votes.
Comoros is the African Union's chairing nation this year. President Yoon will meet President Azali Assoumani again after the G7 to address cooperation in blue economy, agriculture and climate change.
In addition, at events such as the G20 Gala Dinner, the top office says President Yoon will have the chance to candidly speak to other leaders, which will provide a platform for him to discuss Busan's bid and South Korea's ability to host a successful World Expo in 2030. Kim Do-yeon, Arirang News.